don't be late. Got an 8-second ride that just won't wait. My spurs are turning and my hat's on tight. If I hang on, girl, we'll be dancing tonight. Well, you can tell by the way that I walk, I'm a little bow-legged, my mouth's full of jaw. Legs are shaky and my knees are weak. Dust me off, I'll try again next week. Rodeo is what I do. If I hang on tight and make a buck or two, it's what I do. Let's ride.
Good evening and welcome to the legendary Gold Coast Hotel and Casino and National Finals Tonight. Brought to you in part by Devil's Cut, Jim Beam, Red Stag, Coors, Pendleton, Boot Barn, Cooper Tires, Ram Rodeo, Justin Boots, Prefer, Golden Tiger Liniment, the National Cowboy Museum, Good Ride, Wrangler, J.W. Brooks Hats, Montana Silversmiths, Pepsi, and Boyd Gaming. National Finals tonight with 8-time World Champion Bull Rider Donnie Gay, 8-time World Champion Cowboy Joe Beaver, and the men and women of the NFR. Sit back, relax, and enjoy National Finals tonight. And now, here's your host, award-winning television personality, Mr. Dan Miller.
Rodeo is what I do if I hang on tight.
Boy, what a good-looking group this is. Welcome. Let's try a little better round of applause. Are you glad to be here tonight? Round one of the 2012 National Finals Rodeo is in the books, and on behalf of Boyd Gaming, I want to welcome you to the Gold Coast. How many were actually at the rodeo this evening? Very many? Oh, no kidding. Very, very good. Isn't this the best? Is there anybody here, it's your first time to Las Vegas? Anybody at all out there? No. Must be from Texas, huh? Said that back there, huh? We're so glad to have you here with us this evening, and we're going to get right to it because as nice as it is out here, it's chaos back there, so I have no idea who's going to be coming out here in front. I do want to let's go ahead and get him out here because Donnie is in a bad way back there. Would you welcome the star of the show, and I say that because he always asks me to, 8-time world champion bull rider Donnie Gay is here this evening. Donnie, come out.
All
sir.
right.
Yes, doesn't he look good?
This
huh?
is a tough night.
I mean, for his age and all, he looks good out here. Huh? And your mother-in-law made that vest, didn't she?
Yes.
It's beautiful.
I have to wear it.
It's absolutely
Hey, like my
beautiful.
glasses.
I was going to say, that's a new look for you.
These
Don.
are real ones. These aren't Walmart.
These are the whole day. You wear them all the time.
Yeah, I mean, they're like trifocals or something. $600.
Really?
Yeah. So, you know, and that bull rider buddy, they're going, why don't you get, you know, those readers from Walmart? And I said, I had the magnification up so high at afternoon rodeos when I'm riding around and I'm looking at my program, I'm setting it on fire. You know,
A little reflection.
yeah, well, you know, magnifying glass.
They look good, Donnie. Very distinguished looking.
I
Yeah.
like my glasses.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
I can
Let's
see.
bring out our other co-host, shall we? This guy, besides being also an 8-time world champion, is just one of the best guys I know, and we're honored to have him here each and every year. Would you welcome Joe Beaver to the stage? Joe, come on out here. What do you have?
Hey, I had to. We went through that $600 glasses deal at the Indian Finals. You know, the first time he walked off and he told me about how much his glasses cost, and I was standing there, and this guy that ropes the Indian Finals qualifier, you know, Donnie walks off and he says, "You think they help that much?" A guy with that opinion, he don't need eyes. He makes his own opinion. It doesn't
just
matter.
makes it up. Joe's normally giving out T-shirts, but tonight it's purple bags.
We got bags. Yeah, they'll have T-shirts in tomorrow night. Y'all just got the shaft.
I mean, everybody that comes into this show, whenever you go out and you get on the tables or the slot machines, you're going to win enough money to fill up the bag.
Fill up the bag.
Perfect.
Put it in there.
I like it. Let me tell you all some of the things that are going on this evening. If you would like to text any questions up here during the course of the night, let me tell you, it is 702-LUCK NFT or 582-5638, and I think we have that right back here so you can see that all the time. Any questions that you have, make sure to send those up through a text. Also, I want to tell you, this year we are going out on YouTube. So within an hour after our show is
YouTube.
done, YouTube and YouTube too.
All right.
Yeah. So
We too.
Us and Lindsay Lohan, yeah.
One thing about it, though, you and I are going to be caught in a lot less compromising positions
I
than
guarantee
Lindsay
you.
Lohan.
Yeah.
and you can find that at the
wardrobe breakdown.
The Boyd Gaming Rodeo channel. You don't have to sign up for anything. That's just kind of a shortcut to get you where you need to go to see these shows. It'll all be logged within an hour after you're done if you want to go back and watch it again just to see Donnie again. Bless your heart. So if you'd like to do that. And we have to tell you, Joe...
Stop laughing when you say that.
Joe is such a trooper. He broke 2 years ago. You had hip replacement, right? Wasn't it 2 years ago?
I'm a wreck.
Yeah. And so this year he broke his leg, and it was an amazing thing. He was breaking up a robbery and saving somebody's life.
I was trying to save Donnie. There was a big guy after Donnie, and I tried to get in between them. There is a guy though that I would like to tell. I want 5 minutes with your pilot. Back in the good days.
Oh, no.
Yeah. His old pilot was here tonight.
Ken
Really?
Magnuson,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. And he mentioned that Lyle Sankey bought your plane, right?
Yeah.
And he said, I continued to stay on to fly with Lyle for a while, so just tapping the top of the barrel, I said, I bet he wasn't near as much fun as Donnie. He said, oh, no. See, so we need 5 minutes with that guy.
Yes.
And we could help our story man out a whole lot here.
And a recorder. We'll make some money, won't we?
Oh, boy.
I want to tell you tonight, because you're here
I'll
as
never
well.
be able to go home.
We want you to stay with us all evening. We have so many prizes to give away. This is our 5th season of doing this show, isn't it? This is our 51st show that we've done of National Finals tonight, and the sponsors just keep coming and coming. So to our live audience here, be sure to stay with us after we say goodnight to our television audience and the YouTube people. Great prizes to give away for you. A lot of these people were at the rodeo this evening, so they didn't see you two handsome faces on television tonight, live on GAC Network. So if you missed any of the rodeo, we're going to have these guys do what they do best live for you here tonight. Round 1 is in the books. You guys, and we should say too, it's amazing. This family of rodeo, 175,000 people went to the rodeo last year, and this thing is now. The prize money is $6.1 million, Donnie. $135 million has been given away. And this year, the go-round money is almost $50,000. What did you win your first world championship the whole year? Just a question.
He dates you.
The go-rounds pay over $18,000.
The average pays.
Each go-round pays $18,000. The go-round, the first NFR that I went to in 1972, I just gotten out of high school. They paid $490 to win first.
But that was a lot of money, wasn't it, to you?
It was
Well,
Confederate money.
I won $3,100. I had a really good week. And a brand new red Cadillac with white leather tuck and roll interior and an 8-track tape player with a telescopic steering wheel cost $5,800.
Darn
Cadillac.
good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Still
We know
got
that
it.
because he went in debt right after that and bought one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you just sign a
Had
note
to
and
do
drive
it.
off.
Monthly payments, wasn't that
Same
to
as
it?
today. Yeah.
Let's talk about this rodeo tonight. Round 1 is in the books, as you know, and we're going to do the highlights for you. Donnie and Joe are going to do it live for you here, the way they did it on television. Starting off with the bareback riding, let's take a look at the winners, Donnie, from round number 1.
All right, well, you know what? How about, did I say Wes Stevenson was from Texas? Oh, yeah. He is riding a bucking horse. I mean, he's a new daddy, little bitty guy, the only guy at the NFR that I am taller than, Wes Stevenson. Freckled doll, 87 points, and what a great way to start your week off, Joe.
And back from like serious injuries last 2 or 3 years ago.
Little guy, I mean, when the bareback riding's good, it's bad on your body. Look at the pressure on his riding arm. I mean, he's rocked back, but you know what? Wes Stevenson was having fun.
He stuck it on him. In the steer wrestling, Casey Martin, our Cooney from the Louisiana, changed horses, got on a different horse this year. Last year's national finals, so-so. It makes you go home and do 2 things. 1, you stick your tail between your legs, you never get any better. Or 2, you change your game plan. He changed his game plan. He's 3.4 tonight. It took 3.8 to win money in the first go-around the steer wrestling. That's going to show how all the week's going to be. Good steers, fast times. Casey Martin gets his first go-around win of the year. First one right here. In the team roping.
Yes.
Half of them showed up, half of them didn't. I don't understand. They don't like money. Right here. All right, Brock Hansen, first time in the national finals. When he roped, it was wide open. He did a smart thing. He's got a veteran, Ryan Moats, behind him. Watch, he gets a swing over the chute. He takes one more, not 10, just one more to make sure he catches. You are the quarterback if you're the header. You've got to put the ball in play. That means get out and catch. Ryan Moats cleans it up, 4-7. They barely get out of the arena. Here comes Caleb Diggers and Jade Corgle. That dun horse Jade Corgle's heeling on has won 2 world championships and over 200,000 in this arena. His horse colicked, he's sick. He bought this horse from Michael Jones 34 days ago out of the pasture. This horse was retired. He gave a lot of money for him. He's 22 years old. He cheapened him up $18,000 a night.
Saddle Bronc Riding Classic, being a pro rodeo, and Taos Muncie. He's got a gold buckle, and nobody talks about him. They're talking about the Wright brothers. Everybody looking good. Wade Sundell. Check this out. This is why they call it the Classic. That horse really bucks, but you know what? He does it, and this is so easy. Once he gets the mark out and gets his feet going, watch the leg extension. He got his feet set, legs straight out, lifting on the rein. I guarantee you he can talk to you and having a great time. 87 points and worth every single one of them. Great
Every bit.
ride.
Tie down roping. Tough Cooper made his presence seen tonight. Justin Moss is 20,000 ahead. Then you got Cody Old, 40,000 ahead. Guess what? This kid, if you watch the tapes last year, he's about 20 pounds heavier. It's muscle and it's grit. He's gotten bigger. He's gotten stronger. He's smart enough to know, does he own his own horse? Sure he does. But guess what? That horse costs him a fourth of what he wins out here every year. Belongs to C.R. Bradley. He won a world championship owner before. He's going to win $100,000 this week. He's going to pay him $25,000. Thanks for bringing him. Championship again. Tough Cooper made a move tonight. He is not out of the picture by no means. Here's our girl. How about this?
Mary Walker.
Mary Walker, you bet you. Talk about some adverse situations she's faced in the last 2 years, and to come back and make the national finals.
This horse, I want you to watch the replay. He doesn't look like he's running. He doesn't.
He looks as
doesn't
smooth
make great.
as a bronc ride.
Didn't make great turns, but she still wins the round. And J.W. Harris, what do you say about 3-time champ of the world? He's going for number 4. The first guy, the only guy that I've ever heard that has his sights set on 9 world titles is J.W. Harris. This is what's going to make this week so fun. He's got to close the gap, and he's doing it here with Cody Teal, a rookie, first time to the NFR, who's in the lead. JW is getting pretty close. It's going to be a fun week for
and didn't it look
riding.
easy? He looked comfortable, didn't he? For the first go-around, he looked like he had know what he wanted to do.
Just jumped out there. I mean,
Yep.
everybody said, well, you're a 3-time champ of the world. You're supposed to win. Well, that doesn't mean you're Superman. You have to do it every single time, one bullet. It's easy to say, really hard to do.
Yep.
How about Donnie and Joe doing that live for you? You just don't hear that stuff anywhere else. Outstanding. Outstanding. Well, we normally have a rec reel for you as well, things that didn't go well, and there weren't really any wrecks, but, Donnie, in the bull riding,
You act so
Dusty
disappointed.
Toughness. No. It's
Give it time. There will be.
Somebody said
it could be in the team rope before it's over.
Boy, that's cold.
Let's talk a little bit about the bullfighters tonight. And Dusty Tuckness is these are more saves than they are wrecks, but outstanding work by Dusty Tuckness.
We got a couple of saves, and then we have you know what how it feels like. Sometimes you go to work and everything that can go wrong does go wrong. We'll end this segment with that, because sometimes you're just going to get kicked in the teeth and you just have to grin and bear it and go right on and not complain. We're going to see a little of that too. Our stay-bill bullfighters. These guys are
Dusty Tuckness at work at first.
Okay, let's get the rec tape going, and I believe our first one's going to be Bo Schroeder is going to make a really nice ride. His first NFR goes down in the well. Dusty Tuckness, boom. It was a little bit quick right there. Can we see it again?
Yes.
Watch this. Okay, yeah. Let's get a little booty right here.
Just steps in and volunteers for it.
That guy right there just walked on stage on Wednesday night and got for the 3rd time Bullfighter of the Year. Now, another bull ride finishing. You got to get off. It ain't over till it's over. Watch this. He's saving Cody Whitney. Cody Whitney's getting old. He doesn't have any hair. He's about to lose some more. But you know what? Little shot in the shorts for Dusty Tuckness. Don't even lose his feet.
Yeah.
Just kind of like Jimmy Anderson used to say, never touch me. Now watch this. Here we go. Now, Kelly Jennings is right there in the white. Bang! Watch this. I mean, he's got to go in. He's going to go in. He doesn't really save Artie. Artie's got a laceration on his hand. I think he got spurred. But he's going there to take a hit and just gets kicked with both barrels, and I know that left him on.
Outstanding. Great job by Dusty Tuckins tonight. All the
Great rodeo
bullfighters.
tonight.
Yeah, very good. Matter of fact, I sent Dusty a text after it was over. I said, "Are you okay?" He said, "I'm blessed. Never touched me."
You know, if
Never
he quit
touched
showing
me.
his butt in public, he'd be, you know, he'd feel better. He just keeps getting it back up there and.
You know, some things you can't help, Dan. You just can't help some things.
You can't.
What? You got to enjoy this.
It's going to be a tough night because at 30 seconds before we came out here, Donnie said, "Boy, I really have to pee." I said, "No."
And then and then he just laughed and he said, oh, "Okay, Dan." Dan said, "No." And he said, "Okay, here we go."
So that smile will be a
it's not
grimace
going to be
before
bad
long.
till Bob and Boyd show up.
Oh, my.
Then we're going to have. You might as well get that Bob.
Then I may
Get
go
ready.
pee. If Bob starts talking, I'm going.
Let's get our first guest out here, shall we, this evening? I'm so honored to have this guy here. He is a part of the Boyd family, but more than that, he's a 3-time world champion in the steer wrestling. He is the reigning world champion. Would you welcome, please, Luke Branquino is here.
Big boy.
Look at that guy.
All right,
Big
Lucas.
boy. Really?
Donnie said something about being a 3-time world champion. You need to be Superman. I felt like I needed to be Superman tonight to catch that one.
The most thankless job in America is the hazer.
Get up and do one of those little runway walks for him. You know. Anybody noticed anything different about this guy?
A runway walk.
Just show them.
Yeah,
This is what losing 40 pounds looks like right here. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then tonight we needed to weigh 660 and be 9 foot tall to catch one. So damn if you do, damn if you don't, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. You know, I've run 100 steers in this arena, and Joe knows as well as anybody. That's the first steer that I've had to ride by, so I feel like I'm pretty fortunate. Hazing's a thankless job here. This is the first year I've actually hazed at the finals, and Les won fourth, but it's tougher than a guy thinks.
Hey, the only time, honestly, I've told them in this story before, and you've heard it, but the only time I can honestly say that I was nervous in this arena, even my first year roping, didn't matter, is the year I hazed out here for Bill Pace and Bob Loomis. That's the scariest. First of all, you look over there and you see that big gorilla-headed son of a gun backing in the box and looking at you. You're sure scared. And then you hear all these people hollering, and you know if you're late, your man has no chance to catch. And I said it.
Wait a minute.
I said it.
He
is a big
you was
gorilla-headed son
nervous.
of a
You
gun.
scared because you were hazing.
Let me ask you something.
You
You tell me Bob Loomis don't scare you?
You know,
No, Bob Loomis, I wasn't scared of hazing, scared of the man over there. You ever had your ass whipped by a bulldogger? Oh, never mind, you have.
yes.
Yeah, you probably have, huh? Did it last very long?
I've seen 3
How
or
many
4.
times?
Yeah.
Kind of hard-headed, but I was going to say, if you really want to be nervous in this arena, I'd loan you my bull rope.
No, that would never happen because I couldn't get on a bull in here anyway. And there's something about the Walmart machine that got me.
I'm just kidding.
First, I want to tell Luke
You're
because
telling all my secrets.
we didn't get a chance to tell you last year. Congratulations on your 3rd world championship. Outstanding.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, and everybody goes, what's the difference between your first and your third one? And every one of them special. You know, these guys up here know you put in time and effort, whether it's 1 or 3 or however many. Every one of them means something to you.
Let me bring something real quick in there.
Go ahead.
You got 3. You should have 4. Okay, we've talked about this on stage, remember? The controversial
Oh,
call.
yeah.
But let me ask you something. If anybody's at the rodeo tonight and you watched the steer wrestling, there was a call where you're supposed to have a hand touching the animal when the animal hits, when he's thrown to get a flag. Right, Luke?
I got
That's
screwed
what the
out
rule
of one
reads,
of them
yes.
too, so
Okay.
don't worry about it. It's okay.
Okay, tonight, all of us are standing there, and I'm on TV, and I'm about bit my tongue off because that same thing happened. It cost Luke Branquino a gold buckle.
Yeah.
But the call went the other way. Now, in my opinion, I know what I've got in my opinion in my head. In your opinion, was there any difference in that in your run other than the call can go either way?
Actually, I didn't even see the run going
You
down
need to
in
go watch
Hazen.
the tape and you'll get mad all over again. Let me tell you what to do to win the second round. Go watch
I love
that
Joe
tape.
Beaver. He's good. He'll say all the right things, but if he didn't win, that's bull.
That's bull crap.
I
Yeah,
did
it
hear
was-
about it, but you know, and that's the thing, and judging's just as tough as anything, you know, and that's something we talk about, putting instant replay in, and at the national finals, I think it's as important as anywhere. You know, you can make a call that could cost somebody a world championship, a go-around win, but it's money in our pocket that we need to get up and down the road, and I think that's where it needs to come into play.
Because I hear him talk about, every time I hear a 3-time world champion, I think of that. Because, that's how tough this competition is. People, you don't realize one mess up. You go to 100 rodeos, 75 rodeos a year, and one call at one national finals can cost you a gold buckle and $50,000 in bonuses. That's how important, one call is. And in the rough stock, same thing. Me and Donnie have talked about it. A miss out on one side, and they flag him, and he was going to win the round and win second in the average. He wins the world. So that's how important each run is. And it's hard when you leave here. We've talked about this, to go to Odessa for $1,000 or whatever. But you might need that $1,000.
Yeah, definitely. Every little bit counts, especially when you come down to the 10th round.
Yep.
You work your butt off to get here, and one call go either way. And I'm not mad at the call, or mad at the call. I'm not mad at the judge. He's human.
You're
he makes
not?
a mistake. I'm a kind-hearted person. I don't know who you've been hanging out.
Okay, now he's lying. Now he's lying.
Because what had happened to him,
Now he's lying. I know him pretty good now.
I got to say this one thing, and this is totally unscripted, and I might get slapped again, but the deal, 3-time champ of the world, and everybody, a lot of people go, boy, I'd like to be him. Well, we talked about him losing a little bit of weight and everything, but people use so many excuses for not doing something. I mean, here's a guy. I mean, talk a little bit about the diabetes thing, and which is, that affects millions of people, and millions of people don't follow their dreams and kind of put it out there to really enjoy your life and what you deal with. Why don't you just talk about that a little bit? And
Well, when I first got diagnosed, I was 18, going to college, wanting to rodeo, and I thought, I'm done. I'm not going to be able to do anything I want to do. And through family and friends' support, they said, no, go follow your dreams and do what you want to do. And I've done that. I haven't let diabetes control my life. I've controlled it. And for the most part, losing the weight was the best thing that happened to me. I cut my insulin down to a third. I was using 90 units of insulin a day. Now I'm down to 60. Before I was down to 40 or 5 or 50. You just got to take control and live your life how you want to live it and control it. And that's what I tell everybody, every kid that ever comes up to me that says, hey, how do I deal with this? What do I do? You go and try to eat as best as you can. And I know rodeoing's hard, Joe. Going up and down the road, a guy can get lazy. Instead of stopping and making your own meals or going to a nice restaurant and eating healthy, you stop at McDonald's and get a cheeseburger. But, that's just life choices that I've tried to change and to make myself healthier, not just for myself rodeoing, but so I could spend a few more years with my kids.
See, to me, that's big.
Yep, it is. It's huge. And people are going to ask, Joe, how you've lost almost 40 pounds, you said, Luke, and how did you do it? Did you?
Yeah, I started in first part of March. I met a trainer, Matt Clary, down in Tucson, and I said, I feel horrible. I was 280 pounds. He said, I guarantee you lose 5 pounds in the first week. He got me on a clean diet. It wasn't the tastiest, but, it's something that I wanted to change for myself, and I started.
He told me earlier it tasted like crap.
You get used to it. But the first week I got home and I ate exactly how he told me to eat, and I lost 5 pounds, and I didn't go to the gym one day. And it just snowballed into that. I was down to probably 240 pounds, and I wanted to gain some weight back, healthy weight. He got me in the gym and just tried to lean my muscles up and gain a little muscle weight, and now I'm about 255, 260.
Well, but he told, he said that, he figured out that he needed to lose the weight because, you do all the tests, you can take the blood and all that kind of stuff. I think he watched one of our archive shows when he got up there and shook his butt at us and everything, and we saw that
You
shaking
can add
his booty,
one more
and he saw
time
how
he got
wide
whipped by
that
a steer
was.
wrestler. Now it's going to be 5. He's going to whip him too.
He saw how wide that was.
Hey, do we have a commercial break? We got to step outside.
Okay, now I'm going to go to the other side of it that people don't see, Dan.
Yes.
2 days before the rodeo starts, all the time event guys come in. They throw the steers down. It's 3 different stock contractors send cattle up here. They let them out in the arena, out of the buck and shoot, lay them down, make sure they all take the throw. If they have tricks, them. They tie the calves down, same thing. Run the team roping steers through. For what reason, I don't know. They can't catch them anyway. But anyway, so 2 days before the final starts, Luke catches a steer. You probably even run this steer before, had you or not? No? Okay, he catches this steer, slides him along, lays him down, boom, steer falls on him, tears his meniscus, strains his MCL, and in other people's terms, that means you hurt your dang knee. And if you hurt your knee in a steer wrestling, that's not good. So we start off a little different this year with a little bit of an injury.
Yeah, it's funny, after I ran my steer tonight, everybody goes, how'd the knee feel? And I said, I don't know, it felt great. Didn't have to get off.
Who asked that question? Now that's when you want to slap somebody, I just run by a steer. I didn't win anything. I didn't get off. And they say, how's your knee feel? How's his foot feel?
You can see he's wearing a TIMS unit there on his...
that's kind of cute, but this little thing here.
Push the button and it'll be one more time.
It's that electric stem.
Hey, yeah. I want to see how your knee feels. Just work out on him real quick, all right? We'll see.
But I do want to
kicking me in the butt, and I'll wind up out there in the casino.
I do want to thank the sports medicine team. They do a great job taking care of us, and everybody knows that if it wasn't for them, I would be limping around. They've got me on 10 unit ice and therapy to get it feeling right, and if it wasn't for those guys, it'd be a lot tougher to be out here injured.
Joe, you had asked me when we came in this evening if we had Luke's round one effort this evening so we can see what happened. And I think Mark's got it up back there. So I'd like you guys to take a look at it. Run it slow if you can, guys, and we just got to...
Especially at the barrier.
The thing about it is this started, you got to be on the barrier or break it. You got to be right there. But in a steer wrestling, if a steer goes right, it's hard to get over there to him.
That looked like one of my rides
See
in
right
the 60s.
there, you're just ahead of him, I mean, like you said, Hazen's a terrible. It's no thanks. But Luke was going to get a really good start, and we can't see it. But this steer, see how steer goes to the right?
Oh, there it is. Here it is.
See how that steer step into the right a little bit? That makes his horse break to the right a little, and they said the horse broke it with his nose. In other words, he was real low when he come across. But now right here, that y'all are ahead of the Hazer.
Yeah, that steer just stepped off to the right, and like I said, I've run a lot of steers in here and never had a steer do that, and I just feel fortunate that 1 out of 101 it happened to, and my Hazer Les, he feels horrible, but, that's just part of the game. We've missed hazes for each other throughout the year, and it just happens, and unfortunately it happened here, but we're going to go at him 9 more rounds and try to win as much as we can.
Well, and let me point out one thing, too. When things move out there, not that you're thinking about your knee or nothing, you're trying to win, but also you got to think a little common sense. If you take a stupid jump and don't catch one and hurt the knee that's already hurt, and there's, $180,000 left in the go-arounds, that's not very smart. So you did the right thing, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I've had a few people ask, why I didn't double jump, and the only time I've ever tried to double jump a steer, old Willie wouldn't want to pass him, and that was the year that I didn't get the flag, and I don't think Gunner would have liked it very much, and I felt like I saved myself for 9 more go-rounds.
And that's when you do hurt yourself. We've talked about that, Donnie, before. When you go to circling at the back end and trying to line a steer out, that's when you hurt yourself.
That's just pot luck.
Oh, it is.
Ability and knowledge and everything goes out the window, and you just kind of have to go on gut instinct, and really not very smart. But the thing that I think is important is, okay, so you don't really know about the knee, but in the next go-rounds, 9 times 18 is, we're talking $1,000, $180,000. And you'll still win some, so you're going to win over $200,000. And don't forget, everybody loves to win the world championship. Everybody, this is a business. This is your job, and you got to pay bills.
Definitely right, and that's my wife was talking about it. She said smart, not double jumping, so we could pay bills. Once the finals is over, if you could go ahead and win that $200,000, be great. She told me.
And you still be okay to be able to go to Odessa. I mean, you're not having to go under the knife and miss 6 months.
Well, and I mean, as bad as I hate to say it, but if anybody thinks that a guy can't win a world on 9 steers, I hoped I changed their mind after it's over.
Well,
but I'm just going to run out of.
You're going to make a lot
of
14 other guys sick.
Somebody's going to place in the average. I'm going to say at least 7th and 8th on 9 steers. Well, guess what? 7th is going to be enough money to make a big difference if you win 5 out of the next 9 rounds, which I'm just going to go and lay that on you. Okay? I'm just going to go and say Luke's going to win 4 rounds, split 1, and have a chance to win 7th in the average by the time it's over.
And hopefully have a chance at another gold buckle.
That's just included.
Yeah.
Gold buckle.
I mean, that all adds up.
Not only is he a 3-time world champion, you heard him talk about his wife, Lindsay, his sons, Cade and Jameson, and they're waiting for Dad right now. And so we appreciate him coming by, and you won't find a better ambassador for the sport. Luke Branquino, would you give him a hand?
Thank you, guys. Also,
Great guy.
if you guys want to know my autograph signing schedule, I got a new fan base deal. If you text Shake It Luke to 90210, I'll update you guys. I'll update you guys every day on where I'll be signing and give you some updates on the rodeo.
Say that again. Shake it.
Shake It Luke to 90210.
Boyd Gaming, has a booth out there at the Cowboy Christmas, and Luke was by there this afternoon, and pretty accessible for one of the best cowboys in the pro rodeo business.
Give him a hand, Luke Branquino. Doesn't get any better than that, I don't think, huh? Good guy, great.
Not
guy.
much bigger neither.
Boy.
Yeah, and you still got to walk down that alleyway home. You better hope he left.
I want to remind you that some of the prizes, again, behind Donnie is this beautiful Fender guitar. George Strait has signed that. We're going to give that away later on this evening. We have Wrangler jeans. We have Montana Silversmith buckles and bracelets and Justin boots, and it's a lot of things to give away here this evening. The next gentleman we're going to have come out is a bull rider. Donnie's already given him a bad time before he even came out here, teasing him about losing his hair. And I knew, Donnie and I knew you when you had hair, so it's been a long time that Donnie and I have been together, and this young man picked up some money tonight. Donnie, you talked about that. We'll talk about this young guy, his fourth time to the National Finals Rodeo. This is Cody Whitney. Would you welcome him here this evening? Cody?
Any Okies in the house?
Yes. Welcome, Cody.
Oh, boy.
Oh, careful, he's got to go. That was good right there.
Well, I'm glad you squeeze any lower.
Is that what I smell?
Did you hear him back there?
I don't listen to him.
That's good. That's good.
Listening to him is about like listening to you two talk about randomness that you know nothing about.
It was going to be an easy night on you, but guess what?
I mean, when you come to the Gay Beaver show, what do you expect?
Now you're copying J.W. Harris. That's terrible.
No, actually,
that's terrible.
We came up with that together.
That's terrible.
They did come up with that together.
I thought we were safe tonight when J.W. won today money, but hell no.
Who do you invite?
Well, the two biggest jokesters in the room, I'm sitting there going, there's 6 new rookies in the bull riding this year at the finals, and J-Dub and coming to shows, doing autographs, it doesn't matter. It's still an intrusion on your time, your focus and stuff. And so, this guy, I don't mind bothering. And I'm glad he's here. But, I
am too.
The bull riders, the whole locker room.
Speechless.
Is just, well, no, I'm not. Don't worry, I'm not speechless. I'm just trying to. It's a family
He's getting
show.
older
It's a
and he's got
family
bigger
show.
File cabinet. He's got to take longer to dig the file at.
These guys, they don't take anything serious, but their business is real, real serious. And talking to all the guys in there tonight, we were really giving him a bad time. They're going, the bull that he's got drawn's not bucked anybody off. And
I still don't think he
that's
has.
not true. He's really a good bull, but whenever you talk about easy bulls to ride, you have to figure out who's in the conversation. And then J-Dub and them are going, gosh, Donnie might be able to still ride him, Cody. And he's 60, And Cody's going, don't put any more pressure on me than that and everything. But, kind of fun, wasn't it?
When they said Donnie could still ride him, I got to comparing me to Donnie, and the only thing I could come up with is we're both bald, so I got this one.
This has been a good year for you, Cody. You won Cheyenne this year, and actually, even though he's an Okie, he was born in Laramie, which is the best of all worlds, I guess, there for you.
Yeah, it was great because I had a bunch of family that of course, they wasn't there during the long round, but whenever they saw me doing good, they're all going to come and watch me and want a free ticket and all that, but whatever. And then, when they all did come and I didn't choke, it made them even happier.
Big win for him. Also, you won Prescott this year, the X-Bull Seminole Classic. It's got you here to your 4th National Finals Rodeo. And how important is it for you to get this good start here? You've been to the big show before, this start.
It probably just like anybody else, it's good to get a good start, but, I kind of think that if you don't get a good start, probably for the rookies, it's probably a lot worse on them if they don't get a good start because they think there's so much riding on it. But you know what? If tonight wouldn't have worked out that good for me, I still got 9 more to come back on. So, it's good to have your first one down, but if I don't get him down, I'm just going to try just as hard tomorrow.
Did the bull buck like you envisioned him bucking? I mean, you've seen him, a lot before you. I could tell that you were real familiar with him, So I mean, was it like that, or was he a little better? I mean, like J-Dub, he said, he ought to ride his bull in his sleep, but you have to do that, and that bull kind of got him in a little bit of a predicament. But it kind of made him mad, and he finished real strong. And I just wondered if it was kind of the same thing with you, what you thought about him.
Yeah, that bull came from 30 miles south of my house, and I know he's one of HD's bulls, and I've seen that bull around. And like you said, I knew the bull, and to be honest, he was easier than I thought he was, and that's because I was trying to make him harder because of what everybody said, because I didn't want to listen to JW and you and Trevor and everybody giving me crap. So I kind of thought if I made him really hard in my brain, it was going to make me go ahead and ride him. And then right about the time I decided to kick loose and start spurring, I was like, yeah, what's up, suckers? You can't make fun of me today.
Okay, so really good ride. We're gonna hopefully we're gonna watch it here in just a second. But have you said anything to Dusty Tuckness about you ride really good? Your get off sucks.
Well, I got a new helmet, and I feel like it was just so heavy, I just could not get up, and that's what happened.
Well, you might need to get a helmet for your butt because I mean, if you're gonna lay underneath them, hey, turn this film on. Let's watch him ride this bull because The bull riding, I thought they'd ride 6 to 9 bulls in this go-round.
They should have rode
wound
at
up
least
riding
9.
5, but, the last 3 guys. But let's just watch the ride and talk about that. Cody, what are you feeling right now? What's going on?
Well, right here I'm thinking nobody can make fun of me. Right here I was like, this is easy. Right here I'm like, I can't get up. Right there I was like, take it, Dusty. Who cares? Do your job.
Oh boy! Why did I tell him what you said?
Huh? Oh, I told him right there.
You did?
Yeah. He's like, he's like, really, Whit? Really? And I was like, do your job.
Okay, I say it a lot of times. I mean, a lot of times I don't know what I'm saying whenever I'm watching a good bull ride. So I'm starting to get excited about right now. So, okay, getting close to the whistle. Whistle's going to blow, but it ain't over till it's over. You still got to finish it off. I mean, the bullfighters, they're happy. They're thinking, God, he did make the whistle.
You see right there?
But now watch this.
I mean, Kelly, Tuck, and then Kelly had another shot to get him out of the spin, so that's their own fault.
Remember, there's 9 more rounds to go.
I hope Corey Wall's listening back there. I know he's back there in the green room.
And he's agreeing with me.
Oh, he's agreeing with you.
Yeah, he knows.
You've paid him.
No, I didn't pay him. He could see. He's got good eyes. I mean, watch. They missed 2 great shots to get the bull out of this pen. That's what I'm going with. That's my story.
The judges are keeping things kind of close to the vest, 86.5 points. That's a really nice bull ride right there, and Dusty gets a little shot. But
I mean, luckily the gate man was on top of it and opened the gate.
Open that catch pin.
Otherwise, it was going to be bad for Dusty.
Yeah.
Good for you, bad for Dusty.
I mean, I wasn't
You were
worried
okay.
at all.
You look good to me.
I
You
mean,
look like you was all right.
You see how big Kelly Jennings is?
He can take it.
He could cover me up twice.
I've got a suggestion. You can ride home with me in my Dodge Challenger. It's a fun little car. Looks real retro and everything. I got XM radio, 50s and 60s rock and roll. It was so good, I felt my hair growing.
Okay, well, I want to hear some 50s and 60s rock and roll right now and watch you dance to it before I ride with you.
No,
Better
you
yet,
don't.
have him sing.
No, you don't.
Have you heard him sing? Back before you come along, he was on 8-track tapes, baby.
That's exactly right.
Oh, I have heard that. I have heard that.
Oh, God, don't anybody find one of those.
Any of the pictures
That's
of the
the reason.
Lord Fauntleroy.
That's the reason that they came up with the disc and everything. They got rid of all the 8-track stuff.
Let me throw this out there. If anybody's got that 8-track from the national finals, Boy Bob and the Vulture Culture and Don Gay, I would pay to have it. It's a nice white one with a blue top on it. I remember it. I saw it one time and heard Donnie sing. I was like, man, he must ride bulls good.
Speaking of the XM radio.
Before he started drinking,
Now, you're a rap music guy. That's
Yeah, I want to hear Donnie rap too. Maybe
I
he's got
just
a better
thought-
career in that than
I thought
country.
that whenever the rap music first began, I thought I'd look and they're going, rap artist, R-A-P, and I heard one of them. I thought they left the C off of the front of it.
They did.
I'm telling you.
Who is your favorite rap artist that you listen to there, Cody?
I don't know. Lil Wayne probably. And Lil Wayne and Don Williams. That's my two favorites.
They work a lot together.
on my phone, on Pandora, I have Lil Wayne, Don Williams, and Kid Rock.
I got the Kid Rock. That's good.
I'd pay money to hear Don Williams rap. I think that would be a...
Just like he'd fall off his stool.
Cody, you're off to a great start here, and I'm pleased. He jumped in here and came out here tonight to give Donnie a bad time.
Y'all
and
don't know
I'll
how
come
I
every night if
appreciate
I can do
because
that.
I appreciate you, no matter what you say. I appreciate you guys coming out here and doing this because I know the people enjoy being able to, kind of hear what you're really doing, what you really think, and there's not anything. There's no script, there's no association rules, and y'all say what you think, and we certainly appreciate it. I think that's what makes national finals tonight.
And, with that being said, I appreciate you having me, and I appreciate all of you being here and coming and watching us, because without you guys, there is no national finals.
That's true.
give him a hand. Cody Whitney right there. Nice.
He was nice. He said something nice. I'm shocked.
Write that down.
Thanks for coming. We appreciate it very much. Good guy.
I could say almost anything for those guys, but some of the things that happen in the locker room is I'm really privileged to be in there with these younger guys, and they let me stay in there and don't raise too much ruckus, and because it is a lot of fun. And
It's a whole lot of fun. Donnie and Joe, I thought about that coming out here this time. This is like the 250th sellout in a row of the National Finals Rodeo.
Yeah.
There is no other sport that can come close to touch that. 10 nights in a row, 175,000 people, sold out every night. And Donnie and I were with the PBR a long time before we got fired. And those guys can't throw numbers
like that out.
No,
that's because rodeo's a
Joe.
package deal. And Donnie said it before from the stock contractor's point of view, and we've sat in meetings and heard him say rodeo is a 2-hour show. It's however many events. It's different people from different walks.
Yes.
It's rap music. It's Christian music. It's country. It's rock. It's the whole package thrown in one. And there's another 175,000 watching in casinos. So you can't take away from that.
I agree. No other sport can do what the rodeo does. I'm just honored to be a part of it. Yep.
Well,
awesome.
and Las Vegas events here in town with the PRCA. Whenever the last national finals that I competed in was in 1985. I wanted to see if I could come to Las Vegas actually and stay here on purpose for 10 days and afford it. That was so much fun. I qualified in 1985, first year it moved. They doubled the money. The go-rounds paid $8,500. I had the worst finals that I ever had. I rode 5 out of 10, and I won more money than any world championship year that I had. It was great. It was a great move. And if Sean Davis hadn't have been the president of the PRCA, Sean is the general manager of the National Finals Rodeo. He was the one doing the Gangnam dance tonight, if you were at the rodeo on the screen. He and Benny Binion, they made the move to Las Vegas, and then Boyd Gaming and some influential people, because when I came here in 1985, the grandstands weren't full. But Las Vegas has really turned it around, and the people, yes, that come from everywhere to Las Vegas to enjoy the town and the best rodeo that we have makes it awfully special. And so that's thank you to you.
Yep, it's a family reunion every
Yeah.
year coming out here. Let's bring out this next gentleman because, gosh, our time is going quickly here. We were talking about a bullfighter in the back room waiting to come out here and get his 2 cents in.
What a
this
good
deal.
guy. Yeah.
What a good guy this guy is. 2009.
I wonder if he'd have been that good a guy if he'd have been in on that with those comments.
Yeah, he would have.
Oh,
This
that's
guy,
the first man we've had out here that told it like it was. He said, and not being ugly and not being sarcastic. That is their job, and we forget that sometimes. You bring it up, but that's a bullfighter's job. That's a terrible job in my eyes, but that's their job. They get in danger's way to protect the bull rider, and that's exactly what they did for Cody, and that's what they do 15 times a night.
That's exactly right. And you know what? I think they're really crazy.
Well, this is the 2009 PRCA Bullfighter of the Year. Corey Wall is waiting. Come out here, Corey. Come out here and say hi to us. Welcome, sir. Okay, Corey, jump in there and give us your 2 cents.
Well, I
worth
just
about-
have to say right off the bat that I made the exact identical save on Cody as Dusty did at Pueblo, Colorado this year. So it's it's not Dusty or I, it's that Cody. He gets off like that a lot. He really does. He rides great, but when the whistle blows, he just kind of, all right, guys, come and get me. So.
Kind of klutzy.
2009 Bullfighter of the Year, and now life is busier and busier for you. How many rodeos is still a year are you working now?
Yeah, I'm
Corey?
still going to 30, 35 rodeos a year when I'm on the road.
Tell them how old you are.
Oh, a lot younger
Tell
than
them
you.
tell them how old you are. Yeah, but you catching up.
I just turned 44. And, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's just...
what kind of shape he's in.
It's just a number on my driver's license. I've got a 6-week-old baby
That's
boy
what I tell them.
in
Did you hear
the in
that?
the
A
hotel
6-week-old
room.
baby.
I don't have one of those.
That keeps me awful young.
And what I want to tell you, too, there's so many things to do in town during these 10 days, and I hope that you take advantage of all of them. But Corey is out at Sam's Town, and tell the folks how they can come out there and get involved with you.
Yeah, you know, it's a
there.
great place to come out in the viewing room out there to watch the National Finals Rodeo if you don't have tickets or whatever, you know. And then before, like at 5:30, I believe it starts, and then at 8:30, we have a mechanical bull riding contest. And it's free. You know, there's no... You know, like most slot machines, you got to put money in order to get money out. This, you just come and sign up, and get on the mechanical bull, and $500 we pay each night. And then there's I think at the end there's a really nice championship buckle that they give away too. So, you know, a lot of people think, hey, they want to be a bull rider, or maybe what it would be like to actually be on one. Well, here's a great opportunity.
And a lot of competition. I mean, you know, they started there going, there's a line of people waiting to get on this on the mechanical bull. And if you're not going to ride the mechanical bull at Sam's Town, at Billy Bob's Steakhouse, might be one of the best places to eat in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then you're probably familiar, I think Glenn McElvain is actually the owner, operator, runner of
Glenn
the
McElvain
bull.
owns the bull. I mean, actually the bull hide that is on the mechanical bull, the horns, the whole, he was a real one at the Mesquite Rodeo, and Glenn McElvain he won the bull riding at the 1984 National Finals Rodeo, and he was from Mesquite, worked for my dad the last year that I won the World Championship in '84 at Oklahoma City.
Oh, yeah.
Good
And so
guy.
you're
Great
real
guy.
familiar with, yeah, he is. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And like last year, you know, was the first year that we did that Boyd Gaming kind of set that up out there for, you know, just some kind of an added attraction, get people in those casinos to kind of get them to hang around and you know, between watching the NFR and, you know, and doing some gambling and things like that. And, boy, we had a great response, great turnout. And like I say, they was lined up to get on there. And there was actually some bull riders that came through there that I know, you know, that, you know, they kind of come through there. They didn't look like bull riders, but they kind of come through there thinking, hey, this might be some easy money or something, you know. But it was a pretty even playing field because of the way that mechanical bull bucks. And there was people there that had never been on anything before that actually walked out there with $500 in their pocket.
And I tell you, Glenn has a gear on the bull that you don't want him to put it in. I'll promise you that.
Glenn's running the bull for
He
the,
is,
for
yes.
the competition. How many guys are judging this?
Shad Stevens and myself are judging, and Jody Carper is our announcer, sound guy. We're just kind of producing that thing and making it. It's an exciting event. I mean, there's a crowd of people coming over and watching it, and so it's just like going to a bull riding event.
Now it starts tomorrow night.
Yes, it does.
Runs through
all the way till
Saturday,
Saturday next
the way.
week.
Big screen TVs if you don't have tickets to the rodeo.
Yeah, great place to come over and watch the rodeo, but get on before. And if you win the $500 in the first set, you can't enter the second one, but you can enter the next night.
But you can go to the crap table.
Yeah, with that $500. That's yeah.
Exactly right.
Okay.
I'm looking at your shirt here, Corey, and we see, of course, Larry the Cable Guy. Get Her Done is one of your sponsors.
He is.
And tell us how that came about. He is a rodeo nut.
Got me on the Prilosec.
Jeez. I'm glad he's not pushing Viagra. Where did you tell us about how you met him?
I met him in Omaha at the tour finale a couple years ago, and he just kind of took a liking to me. He's got a Get Her Done Pro Rodeo team. He just kind of likes to support rodeo athletes. And then just shortly after that, his contact guy contacted me and said, "Hey, we'd love to have you on the team." And I've actually developed a pretty good relationship with him. I actually 2 or 3 weeks ago, I spent a little time at his house and went to the Nebraska football game. And we won't talk about that game that just happened last week, but it was when we actually won a game, and so he's a great guy to hang out with. He's just a family guy and really down to earth. But he's got a lot of toys at his house and really, really cool house. And he is a very big kid. He's what we would be if we all had a lot of money, and I don't know anything about that, but maybe.
Look at
Joe
like
over
him.
here.
Not like him. Nobody knows
Y'all
that
got way
here.
more patches on your shirt than I got.
Yeah, but he's a really great guy. And then obviously Justin Boots makes the best boots in all of the world, and the things that they do, not only with just Justin Boots, but the Justin Cowboy Crisis Fund, and they helped me out this year. I had shoulder surgery at the beginning of the year, and man, they were right there, and we could never give back to that industry as much as they deserve, and
yes.
we're so thankful for that.
Well, one of the things that I've known you for quite some time, and we have a rodeo in June in Gladewater, Texas, and the weather is really hot, but it's a really good rodeo. We're having an Extreme Bulls on Wednesday night this year, and then the rodeo Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and one of the featured bullfighters. Whenever you are going to bring the top bull riders to town, and especially whenever there's one that is so slow to get off the ground like Cody Whitney, you got to have good bullfighters, so you're going to get to do it again.
Yes. Looking
Make
forward
sure
to it.
that you go out and see Corey out at Sam's Town. Get on the bull, win $500. This is one of the great guys here. Give him a hand if you will. Corey Wall,
Thank you, buddy.
2009 bullfighter. Joe, we're running out of time here this evening. And so what I would like to do to wrap up this evening, Bob and Boyd are running late tonight. So what I want to do, Donnie's so...
Now you can make it. You'd have had to go pee.
There's several things
My eyeballs
that
are floating.
are going to take over history tonight. Unless you and I and Donnie sit down, just so
We're
I
gonna
want
what?
Joe to talk. Yeah. There's a little can back here, Donnie. If you
Barrel. Get the barrel. Just stand up there and go ahead.
Go on.
If you've ever gotten an airplane with Donnie and you say you got to go to the bathroom, sure.
All right, payback.
Never
okay.
mind. All right, we'll
Okay.
just the old milk jug. There's a lot of history to be made here in this, and most of it is in the time. All these events are wide open.
Oh, gosh.
Oops. There they are. Give them a hand. Hello, Bob. Come
Dad
on.
made it.
'Cause that's
Dad
just
made
what I
it. He's
wanna
in the
talk to
house.
you about.
He doesn't want to kiss her or something, does he?
Hey,
How are you?
hey,
to
and
see
Dan, there's our 2012 announcer.
Announcer.
Oh.
Right there.
The
Give these
year
guys
right
a
here.
hand, will you? Boyd
Boyd
Polhamus,
Polhamus.
Bob Tallman.
Again. Hey, get over here.
How many
got the saddle last night?
announcer of the years between you two? You're 5, 4, 9?
9.
There wasn't anybody else running.
Yeah.
Oh.
I actually should have thanked Bob last night because he wasn't nominated, and I think I got a few of his votes.
Yeah, this is a big deal, okay? He didn't go last year. I went. He goes this year. I didn't go. Remember, you weren't at the orientation meeting. Let me tell you how update.
I don't ever want to be oriented.
You were the orientation at one time.
Don't worry about that, Donnie. You got that covered.
You're going to be oriented if you don't get to pee pretty fast.
We send out 6,000 ballots to our membership, and they got back 300. Okay? How many times do we know that the Bull of the Year, Bucking Horse of the Year, or something of the year, they might send out 100 or 200 ballots and get back 7?
There's some people don't want you to tell this story.
Hey, it's
I don't
the
mind.
truth.
I've got a big family. It's awesome.
It's the truth. So there's got to be 3 or 4 times that I won that award in ice saddle, and I won all of mine before they had to start paying pass-through taxes back to the association. It's a good deal. It costs you if you win $5,000 and all that other stuff, it's about $9,000. It'll cost you $1,800 just to get your stuff.
I can't stand to hear the truth. I watch MSNBC.
I watch MSNBC and CNN to know what the opposition's doing.
It's a tough room, isn't it, huh?
Redneck.
Well, I want to tell you that I'm just I tell these guys this and I haven't seen them for years, so it's so good to see you guys. But they bring this is the toughest audience in the world, the National Finals Rodeo audience. Everybody's sitting there keeping their scores and doing their stuff, and you two bring color to this great palette of the National Finals Rodeo. They do, and I'm so thankful for them. And I'm glad that they
when
come
you
by
make Bob
here.
Barnes hoop and holler, that's pretty good.
By golly, I would say.
By golly,
that.
mister. Yeah.
Because,
so what stuck out to you tonight?
Well, what we're talking about here, let's go ahead and jump in this because you weren't here when Luke Branquino was here. So go ahead and Joe get.
That was me. It was Luke and Wade and Billy Buganek. Now you say goodbye to those 3 guys in the average. Hello. That's going to be interesting as we watch the next 9 rounds. I'm not predicting nothing, Donnie.
No,
I don't squinting at me.
No,
I heard the Prilosec deal too. You made me need Prilosec. Okay. And then the other one was Lynn Sears. Her and Martha don't knock barrels. They don't knock barrels, and they did.
I want to see that replay back because it looked like that horse really slipped when he hit that barrel.
Don't say that. You'll lose your job. Can't talk about the bull riding. You're gonna say a bull slips.
Bullshit.
Trust me.
I saw it.
If you talk about the barrel horses slipping, you will lose your job commentating the barrel race.
Hey, your mother's going like this.
She's done it before. Won't be the last time either. But you're right. The horse did.
I know. And I know that it doesn't make any difference that you're right, and I'm probably going to catch hell. But I'm married to one, and her mother's one, so I'm used to it. I'm just going to tell you like it is.
Right.
What I'd like to talk about a little bit, you two, before we're out of time here, is the tie-down roping, because so many things. There's shots at history, and Fred Whitfield is back on this. Cody Ole is just amazing to me that he is back here on this. And Tough Cooper, this win tonight is huge for him. The
horse that I don't know if you told this on Tough already or not, but this horse's name's Roni, and he was gonna ride. C.R. Bradley owns him. He was gonna ride him here last year, and for whatever reason the horse was sore or something. Yeah, they tried to get him ready and he didn't get healthy, so they couldn't ride him. That horse has been roped 1 calf in the last 12 months before the one tonight, and that was a week ago. So the very first calf, the second calf in 12 months, he wins the round at the National Finals. But that's pretty impressive on that horse. So,
yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna just throw in. Y'all know the horse and everything, but I think Tough Cooper had something to do with winning that round.
Oh, he did. But I'll tell you this, too. In previous interviews coming up here, it's time for somebody out of that calf roping crew to tell who's going to be the next Joe, who's going to be the next Fred, who's going to be the next Cody, the Roy Cooper, who's going to dominate. Is it Tough? Is it Shane? Look at Shane, what he did tonight. Is it Corey Solomon? There's a group of those young guys that, doggone it, it's time now. We've been bragging on you for 3 or 4 years. Which one of you guys are going to take it to Cody Ole and Fred Whitfield every night over 10 rounds?
And take it to them to where they're gone. Do it like 3 years in a row. No, and you know, and we've watched both of you do it. The toughest thing in the rodeo business is to win a world title. Okay? Once you won a world title, ladies in the barrel race, same thing. You won a world title. Come back and win that sucker again.
And then
again.
And then whenever you do that again and again, then everybody hates you.
Oh.
So there's pluses and minuses to everything, buddy.
We got that deal down. We don't even go to the meetings anymore.
9 times, 5 times, yeah.
Corley's been like 12 or 13 times, but I mean, he might have won it with 6 votes. I might have won it with 3. The whole damn world is out of sync. I'm
With
serious.
You better do something. I
we
can feel,
go.
I can feel politics right around the corner.
Boyd and I went to Walmart the other day. I don't shop at Walmart.
I knew it. You're late.
And I'm telling you what, you need an experience. Go to Walmart. Don't be in a hurry and actually watch stuff that happens. Listen to what people say to the employees, what the employees say to the people. Greatest washing in the world. 2 places. DFW Airport and a Walmart parking lot. You want entertainment and it's free. Well, you about to buy a ticket.
You know, walking the
One of
strip
the
here
most-
is not bad either.
It really isn't. With the Miss Universe pageant in town too, you know. I'm going to get Rosetta Stone and learn to speak several different languages.
Hey, you want me to, I'm going to throw you something out in the bronc riding?
Okay.
Okay, Cody Wright's been to the NFR 11 times. Well, we're supposed to talk about rodeo. 11 times, and he's won 2 world titles, okay? He's won $1,300,000, a lot of money. Pretty cool. But his focus now is on his kids and not trying to beat his brothers or trying to do all that stuff. And the twins are doing good, and Jake's coming on. They'll do their thing. I said tonight, Taos Muncie,
Yeah.
to me, is the sleeper and will win one and don't even know it till they go and tell him, Taos, you won the world.
He's already done that.
And the deal is, if he hadn't broke his leg in that ride-off contest at Red Bluff in that, the dress-up thing, he might have won it a 3rd time right there. He's been there less than half as many times, and on a per capita base for rodeos they go to, because them kids go to the ranch a lot, or them other kids, they just go to rodeos. Taos Muncie made a move tonight that could make him the next world champion.
What separates Taos from the other 14 guys in that field, and that includes the Wrights, who are unbelievably talented? Taos will take a rank, out-of-line horse and dress him up. He can spur the horses that a lot of guys are just hanging on to or bucking off of. Taos will take the rank ones and go be 84 points on.
That horse right there was a really nice horse, but he rode the dog out of him. He did everything right.
Where it was in the
He'll
videos.
do that with the rank ones too.
It was in the videos we watched Jesse spur over his rein, and the next time spur over the mane. This was last year when we come out to practice and get our timing and all our new tech stuff in place. Those guys ride beyond. Now, we've had a chance to watch some video, and I saw the kids at Calgary. Cody's oldest boy rides better now as a teenager than Cody did in college, and he won the college deal twice. They have that family is, God bless them, that we have them in our life, because they make us famous to be able to talk about them. And they are so superior to the average person walking in a Walmart parking lot for mentality, morals, and ethics, and how they live and do what they do.
Has anybody in here got a question that they'd like to ask the panel? If you do, yell it out.
If you've got one,
Otherwise, we're going to be in a Walmart parking lot for a while.
Those people I've seen.
we were that close to a Walmart sponsorship. That's all right.
Really,
it was a great story, great experience.
John Roden will get you one.
Somebody had a question? Because if not, we're over and we're going to wrap this evening up. What I'd like to do is make sure that you come and see us each night. And the lineup of guys sitting right here, it just does not get any better than this, and I'm honored to sit up here with them. I hope that you've enjoyed National Finals tonight. I'd like you to pay all these gentlemen off with a round of applause. And what I do want to tell you, yes, we will be here every night, and to the people that are watching on YouTube, we're going to say goodnight to you right now. The people that are here, we want you to stay here because we've got great prizes to give away for you. So for all of us, to everybody on YouTube, we will see you tomorrow night. Good night for National Finals tonight.
And don't forget Gary LaFuse, legendary buck and ball right
Thank
upstairs.
you for watching
and it'll
attending the
stay
show.
open as long
We
as
hope
you want it
enjoyed
to.
the presentation of National Finals tonight at the Gold Coast, where all the cowboys go after the rodeo. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, same time, same place. This has been a presentation of Boyd Gaming. The fun isn't over yet. We invite you to head upstairs for Gary LaFue's legendary Buck and Ball. Live music from the Texas Jam Band featuring members of George Strait's Ace in the Hole Band and local favorite Scotty Alexander. Beer and drink specials, and best of all, no cover charge. We're gonna dance and party till the cows come home at the Buck and Ball.
Rodeo is what I do. If I hang on tight, I'd make a buck or two. Is what I do. Is what I do. Is what I do.